This meeting is being recorded.
Hello, everyone. Today we're going to cover some exercises using object-oriented programming. First, I'll read what each exercise requires. Then I'll write the code, and after that, I'll articulate what I've written. Create a student class with two instance variables, name and phone number last four. Add a method to print out the student's information, the name, the last four digits of the phone number. That'll do for now. Keep in mind that this code is not, while the conditions required by the exercise have been fulfilled, this is not complete code. The exercise doesn't require us to assign any values to these variables. Furthermore, the program will not run without a main method, but we have created the two instance variables necessary to fulfill to complete the exercise, which is to say name and phone number last four. And we've also created a method that would, were those, aforementioned conditions fulfilled, print out both the name and the phone number, the last four digits of a person's phone number. Let's move on to the next exercise. Okay. In the same file, write a test code that instantiates two objects, Tom and Jennifer, of the student class. Initialize their names and phone numbers, print their information using the method you created. Um, so we want to create test code. That means we need to have a main method. And we want to instantiate two objects, one named Tom and one named Jennifer. We want to initialize their names and phone numbers. Okay, so we have the name variable and the phone number variable from before. I've added the static variable which student to help initialize these variables depending on the order in which objects have been created. Since I control when objects are created, I know I've set the program up so that the first object will always be Tom and the second one will be Jennifer. And the names will be initialized to those respectively, and the phone numbers will be initialized to 1234 and 4321, uh, respectively. Um, and so, yeah, we've initialized the names of the phone numbers. We've instantiated two objects, Tom and Jennifer. And we printed their information using the method we created in the last exercise. Next exercise. Okay. We want to modify student class to include a constructor that accepts two parameters, a name and a phone number, to and initialize the corresponding instance variables. Then we want to update the test code to reflect these changes. Um, so we are going to get rid of all of this. And create parameters for the student constructor. One will be called new name, and the other variable will be called, so will be an int variable we call uh, new, what's it called? Phone number, new phone number, last four. And we will uh, set this name being equal to new name, and this so it's being equal to that. Um, we've modified the student class to include a constructor that accepts two parameters. That is this one, as the constructor we used earlier, but now it accepts two parameters. Um, and it accepts those arguments in the form of the name and the phone number, which we can see here when the objects are instantiated. I am supplying those arguments. And after this constructor is invoked, it uses those arguments to initialize these variables. The name and phone number last four variables. And the test code is updated to reflect this. I added some stuff to make sure that it was printed out. Next exercise. Modify student class to include encapsulation. Okay, modify the student class to include an encapsulation, create getter and setter methods for each variable. Update the test code to use these getter and setter uh, methods instead of directly accessing the variables. Um, so first things first, we're going to want to create some getter methods. That's one for the name. Now we need one for the last for the phone number. Test those and see if they work. Mhm. Uh, yeah, I didn't add a main method. That might be necessary, guys. Just maybe. All right. Well, the getters are working. We can, for the names anyway, let's try adding in uh, the phone numbers. And there they are. Now let's see if the setters are working. We didn't actually make the setters yet. We just tested the getters. So let's make some setters now. Public void set name. It'll accept string call our new name, and this name is equal to new name. I mean, let's see if these are working. Site name, let's say Gary. And Tom dot set name. Set the new phone number. So let's say this will be 9876. And for Jennifer, Virginia. Seven, 8, 6, 7, 8, 9. And I'll put Tom again, but it with Jennifer. See if that works. Okay, and yeah, the names have been switched. So those are the getters and setter methods that I created. They allow me to uh, learn what the current values of the data fields are through the get methods, and the set methods allow me to change them um, without having to access them directly, which is important for security reasons. And as we can see here, the data fields are private, so I couldn't just type in tom.name or whatever because it's private. So that's that exercise completed. On to the next one. Okay, modify the student class to add the instance variables Java grade, CPP grade, and Python grade. Add a method to calculate the average of those grades. Update the test code to initialize all instance variables and calculate the average score of the 3 subjects for each student object. So first, we need new instance variables. Pretty simple and straightforward. So they're going to be doubles because these are grades. Java grade will initialize to 0. Um, CPP grade, which will initialize to 0. Um, Python grade, which we will also initialize to 0. Um, so those are the instance variables. Next, we want to add a method to calculate the average of those grades. We'll put it here. So the public double um, calculate and we will take just do that and return create a double called average. And then we return average. And we just need to make a calculation. Average equals Java grade plus CPP grade plus, what was the last one? Python grade. And there are 3 scores total, so it'll be divided by 3. And we want everything to be added up first before the division takes place, so you want those parentheses there. Of course, we need our semicolon. All right, that should probably do. That's the method that'll calculate the average of those grades. We'll also change the constructor so that it accepts double in the form of the Java grade and a double in the form of a CPP grade and a double in the form of a Python grade. Uh, It'll be this. Java grade is equal to Java grade. This CPP grade is equal to CPP grade. And this Python grade is equal to Python grade. So here we should just be able to add to it like 10, 20, 30. That should be the add into that. And here would be 40, 50, and then 60. All right, let's see what errors we get. Oops. Ah, too many cooks in the kitchen. I got a public. I can't believe I did that. Let's try it again. Uh, well, yeah, we want the average, so that would be, let's say, um, Tom dot calculate. We'll say Tom's average is Jennifer's average is Jennifer dot calculate. See what we get. All right, 20 and 50. We gotta try to check that math a little. So 10 plus 20 plus 30 is equal to 60, and if we divide that by 3, it's gonna give us 20. Awesome. And just for the heck of it, we'll do it for the other one. 40 plus 50 plus 60 equals 150, and if we divide that by 3, that's going to give us 50. All right, guys. So that was the fifth and last exercise. This concludes our exploration of object-oriented programming. Thank you.